Yes.
Hi, Lisa?
Oh, it's you. Have you learned anything?
I learned something about Jamie Graham.
And?
She's dead. Lisa?
Did Gavin kill her? Don't come back until you know for sure.
I've learned something about Gavin and Jamie.
You have?
Can I come in? I'll tell you all about it.
Yes.
And she spent all her time at that club, until she died there. Her body was found in a dumpster a few streets away.
Poor girl. Jamie was such a quiet, shy thing when she came in here. She put herself under so much pressure. She spent her whole life doing what was expected of her, but she couldn't decide what was right for her. The girl was paralyzed. Coming to this city with all its possibility, it made her question the point of everything.
And you gave her answers?
She was so determined to fail, I couldn't help her.
So you sent her to Gavin?
Gavin and I have an arrangement.
Which is?
If I have a client who's determined to be unhappy no matter what, I send them to Gavin.
And then they die?
I don't know that, and neither do you. Just because this one died doesn't mean they all do. I gave you 2 names. Look into the other one, and don't come back until you do.
I'll be back.
Yes.
Hi, Lisa?
Oh, it's you. Have you learned anything?
Nothing concrete yet.
Then why are you here?
I'll be back.
Fine.
Charming.
The location where this character lives, I intended it to be on Thompson Street, just south of Washington Square Park. And Rose and Joey, when they talk to each other, they talk about all the NYU kids and all the stuff, all the dirtiness of the neighborhood. And that is what it's like. It's kind of like Frat Boy Row over there. It's actually very close to where the Minetta is. From the previous game, a lot of bars, a lot of kids, a lot of students. It's so that's basically what this area is. It's not really something that you can see in this image, but that's where they are.
Joy. I got sarcasm down.
You do.
Tiffany's name is written on her buzzer. She's in apartment 2, right on the ground floor. No response. It's a bunch of mailboxes. Tiffany's mailbox is on the bottom row. It looks the same as all the others. Locked. Flyers for guitar lessons, computer repair, and furniture. Although this one looks interesting. Hey, Joey?
What's going on?
I think I stepped in something disgusting on the street outside.
Wouldn't be surprised. I think the streets around here get cleaned about once a decade.
That's all for now.
Yeah. Hey, get over here.
What is it, Joey?
What's with all the kids out there tonight? The circus in town?
They're just NYU students. I think there's a dorm on this block.
That explains all the bars. All right, let's get back to it.
Sure.
Let's have a look-see.
This puzzle kind of was unintentionally made quite a bit harder. I mentioned earlier how I kind of changed the pacing of it so you didn't investigate Tiffany and Jamie until much later in the game. And as such, you might have forgotten by this point that Rose's business cards glow in the dark. So if that happened, sorry.
It's too dark to make anything out. Stay close to the door, Red. I'm heading in.
After you, Joey.
Hello? Hi there.
What?
are you? How'd you get in?
Oh, I'm a friend. I came to check up on you. I heard you weren't feeling well.
Really? Oh, how nice. It makes my day when people care.
Huh?
I can see right through you, mister.
You're not the only one.
Oh, shut up! You think you're so clever? You think you're so charming?
Can't blame a guy for trying.
Well, take it somewhere else. I've had enough.
Enough of what?
I'm turning my back now. I want to be left alone.
Thomas Reagan, the composer for this game, I asked him to make a theme song for Tiffany, and I described the character and what I wanted her music to be like, and he created this absolutely beautiful piece here. You're listening to it right now, and it was so nice. I reused it several times, like just to kind of convey melancholy or sadness or anything like that. It's just one of the more beautiful pieces he's ever made for Blackwell, or in general, I think. And he's made some pretty amazing stuff. It reminds me of Dionara's theme from Planescape Torment, if you've ever played that. I first heard of Miranda Galvin, or Govin, one or the other, sorry Miranda, through a game called Eternally Us, which was co-created by Ben Chandler, the animator for this game. She did the voice of the main character in that, and it turns out that she lives in New York. And since I always like working with local actors, I dropped her a line. And after listening to some more of her stuff, I gave her this role. She does the sad, lonely voice thing really well. And what's funny is that she's kind of become the go-to person for female AGS voices. She's in a lot of AGS games. She's kind of become famous through Ben Chandler's game, Eternally Us, which is a very good game. You should totally play it. Years ago, back when I made freeware games, I wrote a game called Two of a Kind, which had these two characters, twins, as private detectives. And there was a male and female twin, and the female's name was Tiffany Walters. And what's funny is that it was my game. I wrote it. I came up with the character. I came up with the name. But I didn't even think that I was reusing the same name for this character. But by the time I realized that this character was really cemented as Tiffany Walters. So it was kind of too late to change it, at least in my head.
No, I can't. Blah, no. I can't. And I can't stand him. He doesn't realize it yet. But he will. Yeah.
Do you know anything about Jamie Graham?
No, never heard of her. Or him, because it's a neutral gendered name.
Looks like a pretty threatening letter from someone called STP. There's a message written on this photo. Rachel and Tiff. We rocked? I don't get it. We rocked? What the hell does that mean? It looks like Tiffany. I guess she worked in an office before she died? I can only assume her name is Rachel. No good. This is as far as I can move. Late 20s, looks a bit beaten by life. Hello again.
What?
So, you're Tiffany Walters, aren't you?
Yeah, that's me. Whatever.
Well, we've confirmed that at least. So what's your beef, anyway? I never had a broad so angry with me. Not before dinner, anyway.
Just leave me alone.
So, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're dead.
What?
You're a ghost. You're haunting your own apartment.
I'm what? That's rich. Really rich. I thought I'd heard them all, but that one... Just leave me alone.
Are you familiar with Jeremy Sams, a reporter for the City Post?
What? No.
Have you ever been up to the High Line?
What? No.
Do you know anyone named Gavin?
Gavin?
Yeah. You know him?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, forget it.
Have you ever heard of a professor named Elaine Appleton?
No, just leave me alone.
Do you ever go to a nightclub called Munray's?
Why would I go to a place like that?
So, tell me about yourself, Tiffany.
Nice try, but I don't think so.
Could you tell me what STP stands for?
Stop with the personal questions. It's my life. I made my choices. I'll deal with them. Just leave me alone.
That's a cute picture there of you. Who's your friend?
Stop with the personal questions. It's my life. I made my choices. I'll deal with them. Just leave me alone.
About this Gavin fella.
I told you I don't know.
So you say.
No, I can't.
You can't say?
Why are you bothering me? Just leave me alone.
Well, see you around.
Yeah, see you.
So how did it go?
She's a spook, all right. Pretty recent one, too.
Just like Jeremy.
Yeah.
Whenever I can get away with it, I like to have little moments of banter like this. Like when Joey's in another room and comes back to see Rosa, they have a few words. Because otherwise, Rosa just feels like a mindless statue, just kind of standing there waiting for him. By having her react to Joey's return, it's kind of giving her a bit more life.
Come here for a minute.
What?
Whoever Rachel is, she probably knew Tiffany well.
I guess we should track her down.
Whoever STP was, they didn't part with Tiffany on good terms.
I guess tracking them down is the next step.
Seems like. Something isn't right about that Walters spook.
What do you mean?
She sounds like she's given up on life, but for some reason she's sticking around. Something's got its claws into her. All right, let's get back to it.
Sure. There must be hundreds of possible results for STP. This isn't going to help me at all.
Let's have a look-see.
This puzzle was one of the first I designed for the game, although it was in a slightly different form. Originally, I had glow-in-the-dark stickers for some reason, and you had to find an envelope, stick the sticker to the envelope, and put it in the mailbox. I like the glow-in-the-dark business card much better.
Who knew that thing would be useful after all? I can just make out the return address. This letter is from someone named R. Abu.
Hi again.
Hi!
Are you Rachel Abu?
Yeah, that's me.
I wanted to talk to you about Tiffany Walters.
Tiffany? What about her?
You were friends, right?
Sort of. Yeah, we were friends before she died.
I'm looking into her death.
Why? Wasn't it a brain aneurysm or something?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, okay, but I'm not sure what kind of help I can be.
So you and Tiffany were friends?
A few years ago. We were both office temps, and when our jobs ended, we got close. I went on to start this place. She stayed on with the temp agency. She was trying to find her way, you know? Maybe she thought she found it.
What do you mean?
Oh, she met some guy named Ken at one of her temp jobs. Then she stopped hanging out with me. Same old story. I don't blame her. It happens.
Is there anything else you could tell me about Tiffany?
I've told you everything I know. Really.
Have you ever heard of STP?
Nope, I don't think so. Sorry.
What do you know about the guy Tiffany was with?
Only that his name was Ken, and she met him while on one of her office temp jobs. Tiffany was kind of intense about him. She really fell head over heels. I couldn't tell if it was sweet or if it was scary.
You wouldn't know where Ken is now.
No, I wouldn't. Sorry.
Do you know where Tiffany was temping when she met Ken?
I wouldn't know. She never told me, and those temp agencies bounce you around.
What about the agency she worked for?
We didn't work at the same agency, so I wouldn't know. I'm sorry.
Do you know where Tiffany was temping when she met Ken?
I wouldn't know. She never told me, and those temp agencies bounce you around.
What about the agency she worked for?
We didn't work at the same agency, so I wouldn't know. I'm sorry.
Do you know anything about a nightclub called Munray's?
Nope, I don't think so. Sorry.
Do you know anyone named Elaine Appleton?
Nope, sorry.
You wouldn't know anybody named Gavin, would you?
Funny. I think Tiffany did mention that name once or twice, but I don't remember the context. Sorry.
Do you ever go up to the High Line?
Sometimes. Why?
Oh, no reason. Do you know a Jeremy Sams?
Nope, sorry.
Thanks, I'll see you around.
Have a good night.
Hi, Detective Durkin?
Yeah?
How come Munray's is still open after what they did?
How do you think any club stays open? They offer favors and spread money around to the right people, and the whole thing never happened. It's all hushed up. Nothing in the papers even.
Does the name Tiffany Walters mean anything to you?
Nah.
Do the initials STP mean anything to you?
Nah, sorry.
What can you tell me about temp agencies?
Only that you could use one if this is your line of work.
Do you know anything about an affair between someone named Ken and Tiffany?
What is this, daytime soap hour? No, I don't.
Well, bye.
See ya.
Hello?
Hi, Elaine? It's me again.
Rosangela, what can I help you with?
Do you know anything about temp agencies?
Why? Are you looking for a temp job?
No, never mind. Have you ever heard of STP?
I'm afraid not.
Does the name Tiffany Walters mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone with that name.
Do you know anything about a relationship between a Ken and a Tiffany?
I'm afraid not. Sounds like gossip to me.
I should get going. Thanks again.
Sure. You take care.
Rachel told me that Tiffany was seeing a man named Ken. STP could be a temp agency, I suppose. Only one way to find out. Give me a sec.
You talking to me?
Bingo. STP stands for Sterling Temp Placement. And here's the address. It's just south of Midtown.
You enjoy that thing a little too much.
Hi, are you busy?
Sorry, we're not taking new applicants right now. And even if I were, it's several hours past closing time.
I'm not looking for a job. Sorry. I was hoping to ask you some questions.
Will this take long?
It depends on you.
Fine, what do you want?
You're open kind of late.
Like I said, we're not open. Just because I'm not seeing a client doesn't mean there isn't work to do.
Are you familiar with the Jeremy Sams?
Never heard of him.
Do you ever go up to the High Line?
I don't. No time.
Do you know anyone named Gavin?
No, I don't.
Do you know anyone named Elaine Appleton?
No, I don't.
Do you know anything about a nightclub called Munray's?
No, I don't.
Do you know anything?
No.
I wanted to talk to you about Tiffany Walters. She used to work for this agency.
Yes, I remember her.
I need to know what company you placed her in.
That, I'm afraid, is confidential.
Are you aware that Tiffany is dead?
I am aware, yes, but it doesn't change anything.
Surely if Tiffany is dead, it doesn't have to be confidential anymore.
It's not her confidentiality that I'm worried about.
What does that mean?
Whatever you think it means.
So, what can you tell me about this place?
If you want to know more, come back during business hours.
So, what can you tell me about this place?
If you want to know more, come back during business hours.
Do you know anyone named Ken? I think Tiffany was involved with him.
I can't tell you anything about that. That's confidential information.
So something happened, but you can't tell me about it.
I said nothing of the sort.
Surely if Tiffany is dead, it doesn't have to be confidential anymore.
It's not her confidentiality that I'm worried about.
What does that mean?
Whatever you think it means.
Well, thanks. I'll be going now.
Right. This owner of the temp agency is another one of those characters that I based on someone I know. This guy is based on someone named Lu Huang, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He is one of the more prolific beta testers, and I decided to base one of the characters on him. And now that I think of it, it is kind of funny that all three of these characters that I based off of fans of this series are characters that end up not liking Rosangela very much.
This My Phone is pretty cool. I never would have learned about the Grant City Trust without it. Sorry, she's so cute. I never would have learned about the Grant City Trust without it. I almost feel like she rubs it in his face just a touch. You know, like, oh, God knows you couldn't have helped me, Ghost. But I have this cool phone. There must be hundreds of possible results for STP. Stone Temple Pilots. Lady Picture Show. This is STP, all right. They look like leaflets for this temp agency. His name is Sterling, I assume. He looks honest enough, although he's not very friendly. Looks like a race car calendar. Looks like it leads to more offices. I don't think he'd like it if I wandered through his office. I don't need his calendar. I don't think I need any of those.
Typical suit. Pale from sitting in an office all day. Probably has an ulcer, too. I ain't gonna waste my breath. Looks like it leads to more offices. They look like leaflets advertising this office. Now there's a logo that's overcompensating for something. Just saying. Stay close to the door, Red. I'm heading in.
After you, Joey.
Hello again.
What?
I heard you worked for Sterling.
Well, those jerks.
Jerks.
They fired me, terminated my contract, for no reason.
Sorry to hear that.
Whatever. It's not like there aren't other temp agencies.
Why do you think Sterling fired you?
I don't know. It's run by an emotionless sleazebag. I never liked him.
So, tell me about Ken.
Ken? He's wonderful.
Is he now?
I can't begin to explain.
Try me.
Wait. Not you too.
Huh?
Why is everyone against us? I don't understand.
I'd like to understand. How about you tell me about it?
Just go away.
I'd like to talk to Ken. You think you could introduce me?
Why? So you can tell him more lies about me? I don't think so.
Well, see you around.
Yeah, see ya.
Typical spook. Evasive, cryptic, won't give me a damn straight answer.
So, par for the course then.
Don't worry, we'll get her. We always do. Come here for a minute.
What?
I guess Tiffany worked with the Sterling Temp Agency.
Seems like it.
So Tiff's in love. That explains why her spook is sticking around.
Love can do that.
Love and death, Red. There are no rules for either of them. So Tiff's in love. That explains why her spook is sticking around.
Love can do that.
Love and death, Red. There are no rules for either of them. All right, let's get back to it.
Sure. Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
What is it this time?
So STP stands for Sterling Temp Placements. I love this phone.
Oh, maybe I should work with your phone from now on.
This Ken must be pretty special for Tiffany to fall so hard.
Could be. He might be the link we're looking for.
That's all for now.
Yeah.
Hi again.
Yes?
I know you terminated Tiffany's contract. Could you tell me why?
Look, we had a serious complaint and had to let her go. That's all I can say.
You can't tell me who made the complaint.
Absolutely not.
Why the secrecy? Surely Tiffany won't mind. She's dead.
Look, whatever happened at the client's office. And I like to keep my clients. Agencies like mine are struggling to stay in business. People just aren't hiring temps like they used to. So if it's all the same, I'm keeping my mouth shut.
So you'd say your reputation is important?
Of course it's important. Without it, who would do business with us?
Well, thanks. I'll be going now.
Right.
I already told him I was a reporter. Showing him this would only confuse things. You might be interested in seeing this.
The City Post? Is that who you're working for?
Yes, the biggest paper in the city. Maybe you can be more forthcoming now.
No, doesn't change a thing. Confidential is confidential. You just made doubly sure that I won't say anything.
Hi again.
Yes?
Well, I'm afraid that I have no choice but to end my article with you.
Huh? What do you mean?
An investigation is like following links in a chain, and you're the last link.
Is this supposed to be a threat? I've told you absolutely nothing.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just write the truth about how you fired her and then refused to comment on her tragic death. In the City Post, read by millions. That should do wonders for your reputation, don't you think?
Why are you harassing me? Surely there are other leads you could follow.
Maybe, but I'm on a deadline. It's a shame that I don't have someone else to harass instead. Maybe then I could avoid mentioning this place entirely.
This is blackmail. Fine. The man you want is Ken Sharp of Sharp Sound. Now just get out of here.
I have a question, Joey.
What is it this time?
So what do you make of Tiffany?
Bit of a sad sack if you ask me. She's been hit hard by something. We just gotta sort out what.
That's all for now.
Yeah. Get over here. I got something to say.
What is it, Joey?
Something isn't right about that Walters spook.
What do you mean?
She sounds like she's given up on life, but for some reason she's sticking around. Something's got its claws into her. So Tiff's in love. Love and death, Red. There are no rules for either of them. So Tiff's in love. That explains why her spook is sticking around.
Love can do that.
Love and death, Red. There are no rules for either of them. All right, let's get back to it.
Sure.
Stay close to the door, Red. I'm heading in.
After you, Joey.
Hello again.
What?
I'd like to talk to Ken. You think you could introduce me?
Why? So you can tell him more lies about me? I don't think so.
Well, see you around.
Yeah, see you.
Keeping cozy?
Sure. I like hanging out in building lobbies. Does wonders for my reputation.
The name Gal Friday Publishing is a reference to Rebecca Whitaker, the woman who plays Rosa Blackwell. She is a professional burlesque dancer, and she goes under the name of Gal Friday, so this is my little shout-out to her.
I want to hate him. It's like it's not the line.
I'm not stealing the plant. I like that you're just jumping the gun on these gamers. Damn plant thieves. Nice. You think that's real?
Don't.
Please let me say that.
Go ahead. I know you want to.
You think those are real? I bet they're real. Hey man, you wrote it. I'm just reading it. I'm not stealing the plant. I've got plenty at home. Nice. You think that's real? I bet that's real. It says sharp sound. It's the door to the stairwell. It says Gal Friday Publishing. I'm not walking down 33 flights of stairs. Locked.
Just a stairwell. Nothing interesting in there. It says sharp sound.
Come on in.
Hi, are you Ken Sharp?
I sure am. What can I do for you, Miss...
Blackwell. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Nah, the midnight oil can wait. What's up?
I'm helping out the City Post with an article. I was hoping I could ask you some questions.
The newspaper. Sure. Ask away.
So, what can you tell me about this place?
This place? We're an audio studio. You need any voiceover music or sound design? Then we're your guys.
Did you ever talk to a reporter named Jeremy Sams?
He from the City Post too?
Yeah, I'm covering for him.
Sorry, I don't think I ever met the guy.
Do you ever go up to the High Line?
That just opened up, right? Haven't been able to get up there yet.
Do you know anyone named Gavin?
Can't say that I do, no.
Do you know anyone named Elaine Appleton?
Can't say that I do, no.
Do you know anything about a nightclub called Munray's?
My nightclub days are long gone. I just help make the music now.
I was hoping to talk to you about Tiffany.
Tiffany?
Walters, she used to work for you as a temp.
Did she? I'm afraid we've gone through quite a few temps.
Yeah, I'll bet he has.
So, I'm sorry. She might have worked for us, but I don't remember her.
Do you ever deal with a temp agency called Sterling?
Yeah, I use them to hire temps sometimes, when things get busy.
Are you using them now?
Not at the moment. Things are pretty slow.
So, tell me about yourself.
Not much to say. What you see is what you get.
Are you sure you don't remember anyone named Tiffany?
Positive. Sorry, I can't help you.
Are you sure you don't remember a Tiffany Walters?
I told you, I don't remember anyone named Tiffany Walters.
I spoke to a guy from Sterling. He confirmed she worked here.
For all I know, he might be right, but I don't remember her. Like I said, we go through a lot of temps here.
You filed a complaint with Sterling about Tiffany. You don't remember that?
Have you ever worked with temps? Some are all right, but others, well, There's a reason why they are temping. So sure, I've made my share of complaints, but can I remember any specific one? No.
Were you ever in a relationship with anyone named Tiffany?
Miss Blackwell, was it? I have a wife and 2 kids, and none of them are named Tiffany.
I'm just following a lead. I was told that Tiffany was involved with someone named Ken.
Well, it wasn't me.
Well, thanks.
See you around.
I'm gonna go in and snoop around. You sit tight.
Well, thanks.
See you around. We're tired. No. 12-year-old boy. See you around. Bye, Miss Rosa. We were doing spots for a TV commercial, and she I was going to make it through, too. I was like, that's weird. Just keep going, Daryl. Just keep going. Okay.
Nothing important back there. Leads to a back room. I couldn't even begin to guess what this stuff is for. I couldn't... He looks pretty intent on, well, whatever the hell he's actually doing.
Whoa. Feels like the AC kicked in.
It's a set of drawers. I can barely make anything out in here. It's kind of black. I have no idea what it is. I can't see a thing. It looks like a letter. I can't make out what it says.
It says Gal Friday Publishing.
It looks like one of those plastic squares Red calls a phone. Looks like a love letter, and it's signed Tiffany. Sounds like our boy Ken knew Tiffany after all.
Come on in.
That's an interesting picture up there. I don't recognize the band.
Well, you wouldn't. That was my dad's group. They haven't been together since the 60s.
What happened to them?
They died.
They died, I think.
What?
He never talked about it much.
Who's that man in the photograph?
Him? That's my dad. He and I started this place about 20 years ago. He's retired now, but he pops his head in sometimes.
So, tell me, Ken, why do you have a letter from Tiffany in your desk?
What? What is this? Are you sneaking in here while I'm not around? Is that it?
Maybe I'm just psychic.
Yeah? Well, maybe I'll just call the police.
I just want to find out what happened to Tiffany.
Look, whatever happened to her, it had nothing to do with me.
Maybe you're right, but maybe you can tell me what happened so I can decide for myself?
You're a real piece of work. Fine. Go on. Ask what you want.
So, tell me about Tiffany?
Look, you breathe a word of this, and I'll have the police on you so fast it'll make your head spin.
Lips are sealed.
All right. Yes, I knew Tiffany. You probably guessed that we were involved.
I gathered that.
I was working late. We were doing spots for a new TV commercial, and she volunteered to help out. I thought she just wanted the overtime, but turns out she wanted something else.
So she came on to you?
Yeah, she wouldn't take no for an answer. Look, I'm a married guy with 2 kids. I know it was wrong. I just couldn't help myself. It was like a drug. Of course, the girl was completely crazy. I should have noticed that right off.
Why do you keep the letter if the relationship is over?
I don't know. Nostalgia, maybe? It was nice at the beginning. She was crazy, but she saw something in me. I suppose I still want to hold on to that. Especially now that she's, gone.
Crazy? How so?
My God, the girl was obsessed. Showing up at the office at all hours, stalking me, calling my house at night. She kept saying we were destined to be together, that it was fate. Even when I tried to break it off, she wouldn't take no for an answer. God, what a nightmare. I should have broken it off long before I did.
So you did end things with her?
God, yes. I had to. Even if I wasn't a married man, the woman was a complete head case. Talking about the stars and fate and destiny. She even started calling me Turtle Dove. What a nightmare.
Turtle Dove?
So I buckled down and ended it. And she didn't take it well. I had to get a restraining order put on her. I've learned my lesson, that's for sure. No more temps. And definitely no more affairs. My life is with my wife and family.
So you're through with Tiffany completely?
Yes. I'm sorry she's gone, but I'm glad she's out of my life. What a total embarrassment she was.
Well, thanks.
See you around.
Stay close to the door, Red. I'm heading in.
After you, Joey.
Hello again.
What?
Look, you're gonna have to face facts. Ken is through with you.
You're lying. Deep down, he still loves me. He just can't admit it.
He told me himself.
I don't believe you.
Look, you're gonna have to face facts. Ken is through with you.
You're lying. Deep down, he still loves me. He just can't admit it.
He told me himself.
I don't believe you.
You called Ken your turtle dove, right?
That's private. How did you know about that?
He told me himself. All this mooning? He thinks it's pathetic.
What?
It's over, kid. You want my advice? Forget about him and get on with your... Well, you need to get over him is all I'm saying.
No. I need to hear it from him. Just one more time. From him.
Hey, wait a sec.
Let me guess. That was Tiffany.
Why didn't you stop her?
Because I can't touch ghosts?
Right, forget it. Let's just get after her.
Why won't you look at me? Can't you look me in the eye at least? Why won't you look at me? Can't you look me in the eye at least?
Come on in.
So you're through with Tiffany completely?
Yes. Like I told you, I'm sorry she's gone, but I'm glad she's out of my life.
What?
What a total embarrassment she was.
Embarrassment? Ken, you don't mean that.
Do you mean that?
Of course I do. With that squeaky, lovey-dovey voice and the way she'd throw herself at me in public.
I thought you liked it.
You'd think a guy would like that kind of attention, but she was so needy and desperate about it.
Desperate? I was not desperate. It was fate.
She said we were destined to be together, that it was fate.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. We're supposed to be together. Gavin said so.
I don't know why I didn't end it right then and there, but like an idiot, I just kept being reeled back in.
I gave up everything for you. I gave up my life for you.
She thought I'd give up my entire life for her, but that was crazy. I only hope she found some happiness before she died.
Died? Am I dead to you? Is that it? I can't even Look at you! I've got to get out of here. I need air.
Whoa. Did you feel that? Feels like the AC kicked in. Anyway, take my advice. You meet a guy you like, don't smother him. He'll just run away.
I'll keep that in mind. Well, I think that's everything. Thanks again, Ken.
Sure. You know, feels kind of good to talk about it. And I hope you'll be discreet about it.
Don't worry.
Late 20s, looks a bit beaten by life. Tiffany?
You think I'm pathetic, don't you?
Oh no, not at all.
I do. Why did I act like such a love-struck little girl?
I don't know. We all act stupid sometimes.
Not like this. I couldn't stop myself. Why? Just because Gavin said we should be together?
Gavin? Is that the psychic who told you to stick with Ken?
Yeah, and I believed every last word. Why would I believe something so stupid? Ken was all I thought about. When he told me it was over, I was just angry I couldn't be with him. Gavin told me not to worry, that it was destiny, that we'd be together. It took me over. I wouldn't get out of bed. I just stopped.
I'm sorry.
I need to get out of here. How do I get out of here?
Tiffany?
Please, how do I get out of here? I just need to get out of here.
Hey, Tiff. I got something for you.
What is it?
It's something to help you on your way.
Just 1 minute. Look at him, working at his desk like nothing's happened. I'm ready. It feels good. The light, I mean. It feels good.
Just head towards it. That's all you need to do.
It feels like Gavin. Isn't that strange? Believing his words, accepting the lie, it felt good. Wonderful. I want to hate him, but I can't. It's like it doesn't matter.
We'll get to the bottom of this. I promise. Do you know where we can find him?
No. He'd come over to my place. He'd talk, and it all seemed so clear. That's all I can remember. It's all fading.
You better go.
Thank you. I don't know what else to say.
No need to thank us. It's what we do.
Well, I guess this is it.
She all taken care of?
Yeah, I think she'll be all right. At least, I hope so. This makes no sense, Joey.
Hey?
Her death. It was so pointless.
Who said there had to be a point?
She didn't even like Ken. Not really.
Haven't you ever been in love?
That's not what I mean. You don't just die of a broken heart. Not literally.
Maybe. Maybe not. But whoever this Gavin guy is, he put her up to it. I think we owe our friend Lisa another visit.